What's up? Welcome back to the Explore Inspired Show. This is episode 10. I'm Jonathan Ronzio, and today we're going to be talking about the struggle to give yourself permission to chill. Really, how hard it is to turn off our brains, to stop doing work, and to just rest and relax. I struggle with this personally all the time. I recently candidly recorded a video about this on Facebook where I was on my personal wall where I was very frustrated, and I just took out the camera and I started recording, and I was looking at that video and thinking, this needs to be a topic. And now as I was like kind of mapping out just 15 minutes prior to hitting record right now what to say about that topic, I just started thinking, rather than rehash everything that I've already said, rather than just like try to repeat what I said in that candid video, I'm just gonna splice in that video because it hits on a lot of the major points. The feeling of just needing to constantly be working, and the feeling of like almost being embarrassed when you need to take a rest or want to take a nap or want to kind of check out and stop doing things that you need to get done. There's always stuff that will be on your to-do list, and the secret to that is you don't necessarily have to do everything. I actually came across an old notebook the other day where I was flipping through the pages and I saw some old to-do lists, and some of those items never got checked off. And I remember, like, I'm looking at those items and I remember thinking when I wrote that down that, man, I needed to get that done. And time passed and I did other things. I reprioritized whatever was going on in my life at that time. And those to-dos never happened. And yet here I am, totally okay. They're not even on my list anymore. Things just have a way of reshuffling, reprioritizing, and you're not always going to do everything on the to-do list. So with that in mind, I'm going to talk about when and why it's okay and necessary to give yourself permission to stop, to rest, to chill, to take a break, to do the things you love, and to shut the computer or walk out of the office or whatever it is in your world. Here is my 5 or 6 minute candid video taking to Facebook to talk about my internal struggle, and I hope you resonate with it. I hope you enjoy. I'm just realizing that I have gotten into a very bad habit. I think most entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, freelancers, business owners would feel the same way. They would sympathize with this. And that's work ethic, never-ending work ethic, which is a very good thing in a lot of ways. It's what allows you to have drive to build a project and pursue a dream or build a business and run a team. And as the team leader or business owner or entrepreneur, yeah, you have to work harder and longer than everybody else. I get that, but I've just built up this habit where, like, this morning I was up at 5 o'clock. I was on the computer by 5:40 after a run with the dogs, and was working until 5:30. And yet, at that point, I laid down on the couch and kind of even like felt bad for being about to take a nap, like for feeling tired and thinking that I should go do something else, whether that's active or like continue editing or writing or do work. I like almost felt embarrassed for being tired, and that's, I think so often we don't give ourselves permission to take a break. We get so caught up in this, like, right now Alex is teaching, she's coaching skating, and so when she coaches late, rather than like clocking out at normal work hours like most people, whether that's 5 or 6 o'clock, even 7, I just always find myself working until 9 o'clock when she gets back, or even later. I mean, last night, Alex would tell you, I was on the computer writing and working until past 11 before I even went and got ready for bed, and got in bed and was asleep by 12:30, and then, like I said, up at 5. So I don't know, I just was realizing this today when I like felt embarrassed about being sleepy and like nearly taking a nap on the couch. When I'm thinking about, like, I know what's on my to-do list. I know the projects that I have to get done. I know the videos that I need to edit, or the posts I need to write, or the emails I need to send, or the ads I need to run. Like, I get it's all in my brain as far as the things that I have to do, and so and being the one that has to get it all done, if I have a few hours like now, rather than thinking like, just have a nice dinner and go climbing or running or take take the dogs for a walk or even like watch TV or play a video game or something, like I don't give myself permission to do those things. It almost feels like I have to squeeze those in. And I don't know, you might feel like you're in the same boat, but something I'm going to be trying to really do is scheduling time to relax, is scheduling time for family, for my wife, for the dogs, for getting out and I have no problem planning adventures and disconnecting when I go and take off on some big epic journey, but like for 80-90% of my waking hours, I'm typically in front of a computer just trying to grind away and do all the different projects I'm working on, whether that's Explore Inspired or my personal brand or Trainual. And and then there's client projects that I have taken on more of in the past, and I'm trying to wean off of so I can focus more on the stuff that matters at the moment. But yeah, that's just something that I felt like I had to share, because I think a lot of other people are probably in the same spot. Whether you're running you have a side hustle and you're running a business apart from your 9 to 5, or you are an entrepreneur, business owner, you probably don't give yourself enough permission to check out, disconnect, and just rest and relax and do the things that you love to do. Whether that's sit back with a glass of wine or go have appetizers at a nice restaurant, or take a walk with the dogs, or just chill on the couch and take a nap with your partner. Do those things, prioritize those things. I'm gonna be starting to make a more conscious effort to allow myself the space, the freedom to do that, because I think that's a really important part of growth. I remember all through school hearing the tip for studying that, like, yeah, you can study or you can write a paper for however many hours straight, but you need to take that 10, 15, half-hour break and then get back into it. Like you have to give yourself mental resets, or even work until, like I remember studying until midnight and then just like forcing myself, like, okay, go to bed, wake up early, and then in doing that, like your brain just has time to process and you end up being more efficient, and you get things done. Not only, I guess you're not only more productive, but you get it done better because you give yourself time to step back and reflect and process. So today I felt bad getting sleepy, even though I had worked until 11 p.m. I got up at 5, was working by 5:40 after a 2-mile run with the dogs, and worked over 12 hours straight, and then still felt like I shouldn't take a nap, like I should still be working, like checking things off my to-do list because I'm here, and I'm only accountable to myself right now because Alex was out coaching, and so those are habits that I need to try to break, and is to allow myself to tell myself to chill. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same way, if this is a problem in your life, or in your significant other's life. Tag them in this video if it's something they need to give themselves permission to relax. And it's important to have a driving work ethic and to work really hard, and especially if you're growing a business. But it's just as important to chill and give yourself time and space to live. All right, thank you for tuning in. I just had to share that, and I hope it resonated with you or someone that you know, and tag, because it is important. So like I said right there in the video, let me know in the comments where this is a problem in your life. What are you struggling to step away from, to turn off, to like, where do you feel that stress, that embarrassment, even to feel tired? We don't always have to be the Energizer Bunny. I sometimes pride myself. I find, I identify with the fact that I have this ability to go and stay positive and motivated, and I kind of have two speeds, and it's like it's there, it's way up there, or it's just I die and like totally have to crash and turn off. And it is a constant battle for me to try and equalize and find somewhere more in this range, which I still haven't done yet. But where is this a problem in your life, and what would benefit from you giving yourself permission to rest, relax, have a mental reset, chill, be more present and mindful with the relationships or with other aspects of your life that you know you need to work on, but they might not feel like the most pressing thing on your to-do list when you have deadlines and everything else. So let me know what's going on for you. And thanks again for tuning in to the Explore Inspired show. If you enjoyed this, if you connected with it, please, I hope you will comment, but please like, share, help me get this message out. Be sure to like the Explore Inspired page on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe to Explore Inspired and me, Jonathan Ronzio. It's one channel on YouTube. And check out exploreinspired.com for more adventure, advice, inspiration, all this kind of stuff, taking these life lessons through my journey out there and distilling them in a way that is hopefully insightful and motivational for you and helpful in some way. So thanks for following me along on this journey, and for 10 episodes now. I hope you've watched all 10. If you haven't, go check them out, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks again. Cheers.